I know the quality's not great and it might be hard to see, but I was at the doctor for 9 hours and it was a time I'd actually fell down the stairs, so had to go get my head checked and make sure I was okay. I kind of wanted to talk about something that I had been thinking about because I had been starting this business that I've been talking about in my YouTube videos, and eBay has been really fun and trying to get rid of waste and everything. And I also spent some time cold emailing people offering IT contracting services, so we'll see how that goes. But I've been thinking about the best way to source things and find things, and it's kind of just a discussion because I've always been an entrepreneurial person. I used to work on websites, used to work on IT stuff with small businesses and people in a different town. But once I moved, it was hard to kind of wrap your head around that again. And so I've been spending some time trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. And what I figured out is that there's a lot of different avenues you could take. You could go residential, you could go small business, but I think the one I would really like to do is small businesses and eBay. I have a lot of fun finding things on eBay. I love being able to find electronics that are broken or not really working and getting them up again because I don't want them to get thrown away. I want to try and find some better sourcing for e-waste, but right now I've been doing thrift store stuff. I've been finding games. It's fun to find games and kind of restore them to where they're playable and people are able to play them. And one person's yeah, me and my son, I love this game, I want to play with my son. That type of stuff is kind of heartwarming, man. The nostalgic vintage tech games, it reminds me of stuff too. I'm not that old, but I am old enough to feel the changes of life and the things that can happen as you get older, the things you forget about, the things that kind of fall to the wayside. And so it's really nice to be able to be a part of that in some way, and really make that happen. I think for the most part, the thing that scares me the most is just, it's not business scares me. It's not being self-employed scares me because I've done it a lot with music and IT and contracting and other things, but it feels very total. I have this feeling that this business will really work. It won't just be some freelance side hustle. I feel it will be something that I can look back on and be proud of along with my music, and it frees me up a little bit. And so I just dropped off 3 packages and I really liked doing that. The fact that I was able to get that stuff up and running and get it to them in a timely manner, it just makes me happy. I know those are little things and the eBay might become less important over the course of time, but it's mainly the way I'm funding the IT stuff, because eventually I'm gonna have to get equipment, I'm gonna have to get cables, I'm gonna have to get stuff to be able to help people, to be able to make sure they have the right equipment, make sure I can consult them effectively, make sure I do the things I need to do. And the more I think about it, the more I'm yeah, one can fund the other, one can fund the other, and they kind of go back and forth. And I'm sure I'll happen upon many old electronics over the course of time from clients and stuff, and they'll all kind of work together in this little circle where I can get things from clients, source things from Craigslist, source things from thrift stores, source things that I find, and kind of go from there and fix it up, make sure it's working, make sure everything's up to code, up to snuff, and get it out there. And games too. I like doing games. I check them and make sure they're good. I just like doing things in a quality way. And so I've always been someone who's been pretty ambitious, been pretty ready for anything, and it's just a whole new ball game to think about the fact that I really want to do this more than I have before, and not just a small side hustle contracting thing. And I think it's possible, but I really have to put my mind to it because I already have a lot going on, and the more I overthink it, the more scary it gets. And so I'm gonna try not to do that. Now, this was just a little update because I'm driving back now and I'll probably be home soon and be really tired, so my neck and head hurt a little bit, but as time goes on, I'm just looking forward to it. Till then, I'll see you tomorrow.